Hi, so I wanted to do a short video on why to or why not adopt a cat. Yeah. So I love cats. Somebody posted on a forum that I'm on very recently, like, what are the downsides of getting a cat? And I feel like I didn't answer it spot on because the way that they asked it, maybe they are looking at it from a very understandable direction, but not one that I necessarily agree with, having had cats for most of my life and loving cats for my entire life. But I do understand where they're coming from. So I would say that with cats, it's like with any small dependent being. The way that they are is going to reflect the way that you are and reflect how much effort you're putting into raising them. So if you want to try having one, please consider fostering first. Like, animal rescues are very badly in need of fosters to help with the huge numbers of pets that like get brought in from unspayed and unneutered cats outdoors, and also in people's homes, and also like people adopt cats and then they give them up, and that's horrible. I mean, it's really sad. So that way, if you're fostering, you can get a sense of whether having a cat is for you, and if it's not, then the plan is already that the cat is going to get rehomed. So here are just a few things that I wrote down. One is watch Jackson Galaxy on YouTube and potentially other cat behavior experts. Jackson Galaxy in particular, he talks a lot about how to get along better with cats so that they get what they need. And that should be your perspective on this. Like, how do I give the cat what it needs, not how does the cat give me what I need? It's like having a kid, basically. Or how that should be. Okay, 2, it's expensive. 1 to 2 yearly vet visits. You've got to get the cat its shots. You only get it spayed or neutered once, but you need to do that right away. And then, I mean, health stuff can come up, especially if you're not very vigilant in taking care of your cat and there's like sharp objects or poisonous foods, or you don't like cat-proof your house in other ways and the cat eats string or plants that it shouldn't eat, or whatever. All kinds of stuff. Some of them will just eat anything. We had one that ate insulation foam and that plastic string that you play with at camp. Yeah. Okay, so I was on expensive. Vet visits, food, cat litter, initial outlay for cat trees and litter pans and carrier, possibly cozy beds. You might want to invest in pet insurance so that you pay up front, but then any surprise costs, like if they get an illness or an injury, then I don't know if it applies to injuries. Maybe new injuries. I don't know. That it will get covered. Talking to your cat, this is number 3, will help them learn words. Learning words will help you communicate slowly and patiently with them so that they have half a chance of doing what you need and want them to do. But you have to teach it slowly, especially if it's a kitten who's never been around people and hasn't heard them talking before, or the cat of someone who just didn't talk to it much. Okay, 4, they want to do things that make you happy and or are fun or interesting or novel to themselves. So if something wacky happens and you have a neutral reaction and just deal with annoyances without reacting in some big, new, interesting way, then you'll decrease those behaviors that you don't want. And if you immediately praise behavior that you like in a gentle, kind, happy way that a cat is going to be happy to hear. So with a dog, you might have a louder, happy voice, but with a cat, you want to have a gentle, soothing, oh, good job, you did so good, kind of like that. And that will help that behavior increase. Also, treats. Treats for good behavior, always a good thing. But, also moderate how much food look up how much food to give your cat at its specific weight per day. Yeah, 5, write out what you're hoping for or expecting from a cat. For example, if you expect that they will take care of themselves and don't need a lot of attention, I would suggest you just don't get one. Cats deserve to be paid attention to when they want it and looked out for, even when they're old and sleepy. Although, like, when they're sleeping, don't wake them up to try to get their attention and play with them. How would you like that? Okay, number 6 is if you're open to whatever personality the cat brings with it and you just want to love your cat and do your best for it, you still are going to need to manage your own expectations, i.e., it might destroy something by accident, or it may even look like it's doing it on purpose. How would you treat your cat if you were upset about something like that? Cats are not as intentionally destructive as people make them out to be. They're living in our world, which is weird. There are places you can't step, and glasses you're not supposed to lick water out of, and food that smells great, but you're not allowed to eat it. Basically, like, cats are doing their best, and we need to absolutely do our best for them, and maybe even a little better. So if you're really not sure if you want to get a cat, foster first. Contact a rescue, apply to foster, and foster a cat.